Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, September 25, 2025. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is in the United States for the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, UNGA 80, in New York. Dr. Holness says the gathering of world leaders presents a vital platform for Jamaica to reaffirm its commitment to international cooperation and shared action in confronting global challenges. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister participated in the UN high-level panel on sustainable ocean economy. Dr. Holness says Jamaica supports the call for enhanced access to concessional finance, with consideration being given to the use of the Multidimensional Vulnerability Index as an alternative to income-based eligibility criteria.
I welcome the Ocean Panel's leadership role in building momentum for the completion of key ocean-related multilateral processes, including increased ratifications of the agreement under the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea and the conservation and sustainable use of marine biological diversity of areas beyond national jurisdiction, or what we call the BBNJ agreement.
Dr. Holness says Jamaica has submitted its instrument of ratification and welcomes the milestone ratification of over 60 countries to the BBNJ agreement. He says this paves the way for the entry into force of the agreement next year. The Prime Minister also reiterates the call for partnership to reduce harmful fishing subsidies, stem illegal fishing, and curtail marine pollution, especially from plastics.
I reiterate Jamaica's support for the work of the Ocean Panel, which has made many strides, and as we look forward to using the ocean to mitigate the impacts of climate change, you can count on Jamaica's full support and voice in this arena.
Also on Wednesday, Dr. Holness held bilateral talks with Canada's new Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Mark Carney. The discussions were grounded in reinforcing the strong bonds between the two countries in areas such as security, regional concerns, and education and training. Prime Minister Holness says Jamaica looks forward to continuing its partnership with Canada to advance shared goals for sustainable development, prosperity, and regional stability. The Prime Minister also held bilateral talks with Kenyan President, His Excellency William Ruto. Dr. Holness thanked Mr. Ruto for supporting peace efforts in Haiti. The Prime Minister also encouraged greater partnership and people-to-people engagement. The UNGA is being hosted from September 23 to 26 under the theme Better Together, 80 Years and More for Peace, Development and Human Rights. Prime Minister Holness is expected to address the United Nations General Assembly on Friday. He returns to the island on Saturday. During his absence, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Horace Chang oversees government. Stakeholders in the export and import industries are being encouraged to unite around trust and integrity. The call was made by Commissioner of Customs and Chief Executive Officer of the Jamaica Customs Agency, JCA, Velma Ricketts-Walker. She emphasized that integrity and trust are not abstract ideals, but critical pillars of Jamaica's trade, economy, and national reputation. The Chief Executive Officer illustrated that every successful shipment, from paperwork to port, relies on a web of trust among customs officers, customs brokers, port operators, shipping agents, law enforcement agencies, and government.
In the world of trade and commerce, trust is the currency. Integrity is the foundation on which competitiveness is built. When trust is built and integrity is practiced, Jamaica becomes a shining example in the region, a country where trade is safer, fairer, and more open.
Mrs. Ricketts-Walker acknowledged that Jamaica, like many nations, faces challenges including corruption risks, smuggling, cyber threats, and counterfeit goods that threaten the integrity of trade. Central to the Commissioner's message were the 5 core values of the JCA, which she likened to the pillars of a strong bridge that carry cargo as well as Jamaica's future.
But here is the key. Customs cannot hold it up alone. And we are not saying that the JCA can. Neither can government, law enforcement, or private sector. We all share the responsibility for its strength.
Mrs. Ricketts Walker was delivering her opening remarks at the JCA's Anti-Corruption and Integrity Panel discussion recently. It was held under the theme, Building Trust, Strengthening Integrity, a Shared Responsibility. Communities across the island not yet covered under the National Rural School Bus Program are being encouraged to submit requests for inclusion to the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, JUTC. Submissions can be made through JUTC's social media platforms or via the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information's communication channels. Corporate Communications Manager at the JUTC, Chantole Thompson, says while the initial rollout targeted areas with highest demand, the company remains responsive to public feedback.
If it's that we've missed your area and there's a demand for area, you can reach out to the JUTC team, and then we will do our testing to see, can the bus traverse the road? Do we have enough persons wanting to go on the bus?
Ms. Thompson says the program has received positive feedback from students and parents due to its dedicated service and its affordability.
It's been going good so far, really, really good, and we're happy. Along the way, everything is a trial process, everything we fix as we go, so nothing is perfect, but, we take the feedback from the public and we are changing and fixing so that the students are happy and also the parents are happy.
The JUTC Corporate Communications Manager was speaking on the Jamaica Information JIS television program, Get the Facts. The National Rural School Bus Program aims to provide safe, reliable, affordable, and exclusive transportation for students through collaboration with the Ministries of Transport and Education. And finally, fishers and operators of marine vessels are being strongly advised to check weather reports from the Meteorological Service of Jamaica before they venture out to sea. The reminder comes from Marine Inspector at the Maritime Authority of Jamaica MAJ, Norman Thompson, who stressed that safety begins with the right preparation.
Safety is of paramount within the Maritime Authority of Jamaica. So we ensure that all registered vessels act in accordance with the safety requirements of the Jamaica Harbour Act.
Mr. Thompson was speaking at a JIS think tank. He cautioned that no fisher should venture to sea without first ensuring their vessel is seaworthy. This includes having the appropriate firefighting equipment, life-saving appliances, and a hull free of damage.
Also, there must be watertight integrity, meaning that their watertight doors must be operational and must be properly maintained. Some of the safety requirements on board are: 1. Life vest. Life vest should be orange, and also it should have reflective tapes on it for easy identification. The life rings should also be orange, and it should have reflective tapes on it as well. And you have the hand flares.
Other essentials include Mayday communication tools, fire extinguishers, a first aid kit, air horn, VHF radio, and navigational lights. For more information on vessel safety, please contact the Maritime Authority of Jamaica through their website at maritimejamaica.com. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.